I love that so much.
I hate you all.
It's one of my favorite things I ever made.
That's
Yeah,
much
I really
very
shouldn't have said
true.
anything that day.
Much.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
So the only thing left to say, of course, is the one obvious thing.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. You are watching Splash Pages. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have a great show scheduled for you today. And, who hit the wrong button? Hey.
That was me.
That was you.
Sorry.
Jar Jar. Little change of plans tonight. So our guest tonight had an emergency, and so we're going to be rescheduling. And so Michael Walsh, you'll be hearing more information about that as soon as we have everything all set. But we have a couple other awesome people with us tonight, and everybody's awesome. Everybody is awesome.
Okay, Leo, we got it. We're great. Move on.
Gary, how's it going?
I'm doing awesome. Oh my god.
Awesome.
And Red
Everything is
Tusker.
done.
Red Tusker's awesome. He's got his bow tie. I got some wine. It's Tuesday night. I got all you lovely gents with me.
Oh
I'm
boy.
excited. Oh yeah. I'm doing great. Let's see how Jar's doing.
Jar Jar.
Hello. How is everybody? I'm happy. I'm a little sad that we lost Mike, but like, hey,
We didn't lose him.
We didn't lose him. It's not like, oh, hey, where did Mike Walsh go? Somebody put out
we
a
lost
Amber
him.
Alert.
You know, it's like
We didn't lose him.
They're you're out to eat and they call a guest and like they never show up, so they go to the next guest and
Jar, this
we're
isn't
just
fucking
like, what
Sam's
happened?
Club. It's not like we lost Michael Walsh.
Where did they go?
My
He's
lovely.
hiding in the pants rack like all the other little kids. You know. You just...
All right, over to whoever's next.
Yeah. Hey, Justin.
Justin's next.
Hey guys, I
Oh,
just got
yeah.
here. What's going
I
on?
didn't even know you were
Mr.
here.
Cooper in the house.
I showed up because I heard you're going to have an awesome guest, and I see that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You should introduce him.
Yeah, we will right when we get back from the Fifth Element here.
Hey. Hi, everybody. So it's Tuesday, and yeah, I'm just going to let this speak for myself. But really sad that we didn't have Michael Walsh. I hope everything's okay there. But we do have a great guest here. You might know him. You've definitely laughed at his work because he's hilarious in a subtle way. We're a big fan of him. He, for some reason, is a big fan of us. I don't get it, but I'm like thankful for him. And everybody, the great cartoonist, great humorist, and fun fact, an amazing singer, the one, the only, Tim Jones.
Hey, Tim.
Jones.
Me and my mess. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. You're on a deadline, you said.
I am. I'm doing my my strip for the week.
Do you need music? We can. Oh, comic. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were doing that. Sorry.
No.
Okay, hold on.
So that's kind of Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm usually off the grid, but for you guys, anything.
Hey,
Much appreciated. And so we got a bunch of people watching, but
this week.
Yes.
Oh, go for it, Tim.
We're listening.
Oh, I was just gonna say, this week, Aesop went to had jury duty.
Every time I get called, they don't actually let me go in. I'm very sad.
So stay tuned.
Jury duty. Oh my God, I
They
haven't been.
pay you whether you get selected or not. I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna have my 12 Angry Men moment, and they were like, no, you can leave now.
What?
They send you a check to
go
cover
down.
your time.
They told you were out of order.
To go away.
Oh, we don't even go into the courthouse unless they called me or put my number through the night before and said I didn't have to show up.
I got there, I waited, and they were like, okay, we're good. So thanks for coming in. We'll call you in like 4 years. And I have not, and it's been like 4 years times 3. So I'm like, you guys have my address, right? I just don't want to be accused of something that I didn't, They're like, oh, we've been messaging you and you haven't come. So you got a warrant out. I'm like, oh boy. Okay, I moved.
I'm a block from the courthouse. I was like so excited. I was like posting a room like, I got jury duty. And then people are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, and then I got turned down.
Yeah, but Carrie, every time you describe your neighborhood, it sounds like you live in Gotham City.
Basically.
The last year and a half, I got called 3 friggin' times.
I was an alternate.
Mm-hmm.
You were an alternate?
What's that like?
No, I was going to say I was an alternate for jury duty once, and it wound up being a hung jury, and I thought, ooh, I was a hung alternate. So I was very happy about that. And I keep forgetting Carrie's here, so I got to be careful.
What?
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say in front of me.
Tim, you drew her, like, no pun intended. Like, come on, man. You guys are good. You can say whatever you want, man. She's been a subject of your art.
She's been around. All right.
I did not. I did. You know what? Did you? Okay, cool. Good. Mm-hmm.
So, Tim, for the people that don't know you.
So, anyways.
I
had.
but
I digress.
So are you basing any of Aesop's time in jury duty on your own experiences, or is this just whatever happens?
Well, there's a lot going on in the world of how should I say, the courts lately.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought it might be fun for Aesop to go to jury duty. So here we are.
Nice.
I just don't want to ruin the joke. It's going to come out tonight when I get off with you guys. So,
oh man!
Now tonight
I just have to color it and
so tonight it'll be on your website, correct? And you'll post it on social.
Yeah.
And how many papers are you in now, Tim?
Yes.
14.
That many?
A lot more than 14.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
This is the driest delivery I've ever heard. It's fantastic.
Yeah, 42.
It's like Bob Newhart over here.
Boy, I'm so dry. I need moisturizer. But
Yeah.
God damn.
Wow.
Man, Drew, are you taking notes?
Oil of Olay. I thought it was a salad dressing. Tastes terrible.
Salad dressing.
Where did Drew go?
Don't try Summer's Eve.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a whole different.
You know what I love? I love telling jokes and someone's trying to take a drink and I just keep going. That person's not alive anymore. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, the papers. So I just got into my 43rd.
Oh, nice.
My second one in California is called the Mountain Views News.
Oh, congrats.
I got into that last week.
It's like Drew's news.
Shut up.
Hey.
Hold on. I'm reading.
That's Stuart.
Did everybody pick up the new book? I picked up the new book.
I got the new book and sent copies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The next time you're at a show, Tim, I'm dropping fat stacks to get all your work.
You're dropping what?
I'm dropping
Fat
just
stacks.
major money. Oh, God, this again.
Oh, my God. I got to draw that better.
No, that was great, my man.
This was
Yeah.
time. That's Drew bringing me worlds of comics.
Drew, I made you like 6'5".
Well, I'm 6'2", so thank you for the extra 3 inches.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell. I'm usually sitting down when I see.
Yeah, I'm naturally tall. So when I meet someone who's taller, like one of my friends, is he 6'7"? So he's actually taller than me. So I have to look at him a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. I get, what people have to do now. Okay, I get it.
Tim, are you going to be at Northeast Comic Con this weekend?
That's a long story.
He only has 30 minutes.
Well, it's funny because I'm actually planning on going up Friday to do karaoke.
One day.
Friday night, whatever. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna get there late afternoon, hang out for a while because I don't think the karaoke starts till like after the show stops.
Mm-hmm.
And,
what's your go-to karaoke jam?
Oh boy.
Well, this Friday I'm gonna try and do, if they let me do 2 songs, I will. But then I have to choose. I'm gonna do an Iron Maiden song.
What? Yeah.
Or Open Arms from Journey.
Nice.
So I thought I'd do a hard rocker metal tune.
God damn.
Or a nice. And
I was just thinking about
Maiden, you know what the Maiden song's going to be?
Mm.
They better have it too. Wasted Years.
Wasted Years. I just want to share this.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm going to see them play later this year.
Oh, nice.
So
awesome.
I don't go to concerts.
Somewhere in time.
Usually because I can't see. But
that'd be a great song. I would be looking forward to that. Where I going? So anyone who's going to Northeast Comic Con, yeah.
Get it on YouTube.
AJ
J-Lo got Thanos snapped.
You gotta stay
a little shout out here. I met Tim obviously at Terrificon, but at Granite State Comic Con, Tim was up there. We were both in the Armory, and that was a blast. You're a hit there, man.
I had a lot of fun there. I'm waiting to hear if they're going to have me back. They told me to hang on because it's a Turtle Fest there this year. Whatever the anniversary is. So
40 years. Yeah, that's because we're going to be there again in the Armory. So, and that's where you were last year with us. So
yeah,
now
I'm waiting. They had me there last year and told me to kind of hang on. So I'm waiting with bated breath. I know they have another venue across the street, I guess.
The arena or whatever. The Southern New Hampshire University area there. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
So I'm hoping that there's more room and, whatever. But I hate to keep bugging them, but that was about 3 weeks ago was my last correspondence with them on Facebook Messenger. They told me to hang on. So
Jabo's going to be there. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get in, man.
Yeah, me too. I will not be at Terrificon.
Oh, I thought you were joining us.
Which I'm really sad.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna come hang out at our booth.
I am. I'm going to visit, but I won't be there.
Okay.
Illustrious artist.
Okay. So
I won't be getting my free
your free pass.
My free sandwich that I get. When
Shucks.
You're with us, you get
no
pepes.
Does Mitch make you have like liverwurst or something? Like, what does he give you? Is it like olive loaf?
It's New Jersey Mike's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Olive loaf.
Yeah,
But
I thought it'd be olive loaf. He's gonna hit me when he
I loved olive loaf.
I won't be getting there.
Okay.
So
Pentaloaf or whatever. I don't know.
I like.
Well, you're totally welcome at our booth, Tim. And if you want to sit for a while, bring a little, little poster to put up.
Yeah, Incognito Jones over there.
Yeah, sure, I will definitely, come and be there and.
Sweet.
And Mandy from That Strange Show, she said she wants to join as well. She's going to be doing cosplay at our booth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And,
we're getting popular. People like us.
I know. And we're also in talks with her. She they told us to check into.
How many shows are we gonna have?
Springfield Comic-Con. Are you going to that, Tim?
No. When is that?
It is July.
July. I've just been confirmed for. I'm going to be at Plastic City.
Mm-hmm.
That's in July, and Contropolis, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there. And I'll also be at talking about that company. I'm going to be at Anime Con.
Oh, nice.
An anime.
I have nothing to do with anime, but I figure
better start learning how to draw anime characters.
I'm going to have to.
I could see Aesop as an anime character.
That's what I'm thinking.
Aesop.
Hey, Tom Dog.
Oh my god.
It gives a new meaning to Lone Wolf and the Cub.
That's a good angle, actually.
They were nice enough to have me there, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Because it's such a long drive. 20 minutes away.
Well,
and,
if you can fit it into your schedule, take a look at Springfield, because that's been getting bigger and bigger every year. It's like it's only its third year, and it's.
I like how you keep pushing it, and I've never heard of this, and Jar knew before I did. So I was like, "Oh God, I gotta." No, it's fine, Jar. It's just this is like
because we have
something I don't. So
we have friends that that were there year one, and we saw the pictures, and it was like mobbed like right from the start, and then it's just looks like.
Yeah, I had a friend there that was selling wares there. He said it was pretty crazy, except for he didn't like that they were advertising cars. I don't know.
What do you mean, the Pixar movie?
No, cars that were at the show.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's better pictures.
Like, they should advertise us vendors instead of the cars. And I'm just like, well, people
all right, well,
be the vendors. But
what's a geek car? Do you think like I don't know, like a Prius or something, or like a Humvee? Like what's we're kind of like we spend our money on collectibles, so we need something really gas efficient. Yeah, like Kias. I don't know. Like
see, Justin, what I love is you're actually taking my joke and going with it. So thank you.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Well, you have to have space too. My mom just got a Rogue, and she's like, good gas mileage, helps her drive.
Kia Souls are not bad.
Can she touch it without gloves?
The real test of the car.
It's an X-Men joke, folks. But
Get out.
Oh,
But Tim, I will say that it's on my subtle goal list to do karaoke with you at some point, because I know if I do it, it'll be hilarious, and Leo probably will record it because Leo always is on. That man has cameras we don't even know about.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Leo's always watching. You are always on.
that's fair. That also sounds a little dirty, so I don't know how I feel about that. So I've met Mrs. Pond. I don't think she'd want that.
Okay, I'll work on my phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing. Watch your damn language, Carrie.
so Drew, what would your karaoke song of choice be?
Okay, because I'm a jerk. I would do "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
Nice.
That's my go-to. And I've done that with a live band. So I am in the rare category of, and I've twice, and one time at a wedding. So I'm in a rare category of jerk, but it's funny.
Oh, geez. Just real quick because of that. Do you know the new not Dolly, Solar? You know the AI video tool that they were advertising?
Yeah.
Through Chat GPT.
Yeah.
I went to use it.
Okay.
And it spit out a video and it says, here's your video, because I typed in a long description of what I wanted to do.
Okay.
The video sent me to that song, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Hilarious.
I was so pissed.
Mr. Pond, are you telling me the programs that you put such faith in that you keep writing bios about actually punked you?
Not the software. Somebody made a tool within the Chat GPT named the same thing.
Oh my God.
So obviously I clicked on the top one and it was somebody programmed it and it looked like it was working. It said calculating, now
Right.
trying to draw your animation, and then okay, here's your video. I clicked on it and Never Gonna Give You Up. I was so pissed too because I typed in a very lengthy description of what I wanted it to do.
Well, that's how AI gives you a middle finger.
Yep, totally.
That's totally
The best
what that
one
is.
I
Middle
ever
sixth
had
finger.
happen- Do any of you guys know Couch Tuner at all? It's a hi. I'm
No.
gonna go. I can't afford to pay for Netflix or any other thing, so I'm gonna go look this up and see which thing it's on, and then click through and try to avoid all of the ads so I can watch my program, sort of place. And you gotta like skip the ad. You gotta click this, and skip all of the ads. It rickrolled me once. Instead of sending me to an ad, I got sent to YouTube and Never Gonna Give You Up, and I was like, what? Like, somebody took the time to do that in their program. If you missed the ads, you got rickrolled.
Yeah, but yeah, Justin, for me, it's always about situational. Like I'll just have an idea, and my brain's like, okay, let's do it. Go do it. Like the last time I did do karaoke, I did "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal. And I did do it with my shirt open because I feel like you had to. That's the spirit of it, and I had to make sure I dedicated it to all the fans for the most sensitive.
Did they have a wind machine for you though?
They didn't, but it was cold enough that I felt like I was glistening.
Hard nipples.
Oh yeah, it was just polar bear cones over there, buddy.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, you must have been like cutting diamonds.
Listen, if it was any colder, it would have been Batman and Robin, in which I would have had to do Smashing Pumpkins. So
that's when nipples turned into skin tags. It's just
yeah.
You know that guy never got back to us. The guy responsible for the bat nipples was at Terrificon last year, and we tried getting him on the show, and he never.
Are you serious? When the hell did you do that?
I tried doing that in the background. I was going to surprise you guys.
Okay, who the fuck taught you how to surprise somebody? That is the last surprise I want. Like when you said, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting Julie Newmar on the show," I'm like, "Whoa, what a surprise!" The bat nipple guy, really?
Yeah.
This is like when you ask your mom for Fudgy the Whale, and she gives you a Stop and Shop cake.
Okay, but if you
It's
So
like,
if
it's
you
a
live
cake,
outside of
but
New
it's
England,
wrong.
Drew is mentioning
Together.
Carvel cakes.
Yes.
So Tim, I know you have a deadline. So we definitely don't want to make you late for that. But wanted to give you the floor. If you had any last words of wisdom
Before we kill you.
What the hell, Leo?
Jeez, I don't know if I should have a cigarette or.
It goes by quick.
Call in a steak or something, just damn, man.
Well, yeah, I don't have any.
Leo, how can you put the man on the spot
right there?
Well, ask me a couple of questions. That'd probably then I can work off of that. How's that?
I'm assuming that Aesop is going to be in your voice, but do you picture any voices for these when you write them? Like, this one sounds like Alan Alda. This one sounds like, I don't know, someone else.
Oh, well, it's funny you asked that because on my website, sourgrapescomic.com, there's 3 quasi animated shorts of 3 separate episodes of Sour Grapes that I had voiceovers done.
Not by us.
So Aesop's voice is Donald Daniels, who's on the sometimes you see him on Superhero Speak podcast.
Okay.
And he has a very, very deep voice. And so he was perfect for Aesop. And then Aubrey, that's on Wizard podcast, she did the voice for Constance.
Oh, okay.
So you can see those on there. So I've got those 2 voices picked out. The other guys I gotta work on, but yeah, I hear I hear voices in my head anyways, but I hear voices in my head when I'm doing my strip. So
okay,
and while I'm thinking of it, Justin, I just got a request for I just started doing sketch covers, and I think I showed one to you, Jar Jar, at Northeast Fan Fest there. Not Northeast, New England Fan Fest. I did a Flintstones one. But someone asked me to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sketch.
Oh, boy.
Front cover, back cover, but I can't find a sketch cover anywhere. Like nowhere. I've called I don't know how many comic shops and stuff.
I don't
so
know if I have Teenage
hopefully
Mutant
that person will have will find one, and
I'll dig around, see what I can find.
Yeah.
He's the guy who would know that.
I can check with John too. Is it a specific issue or is it just
any Ninja Turtle thing,
Okay.
But I love doing the sketch covers. I've done a Harley Quinn, I've done a Flintstones, and I'm working on another Harley Quinn.
Nice.
So it's different.
What's Tim Jones's Harley Quinn look like? Did you go with animated series?
Yeah. Well, they say that I just started. I don't know if you can see it. Wait a minute. Let me take it out of the thing.
Oh man,
this is just started, and it's in my style, so tough shit if somebody doesn't like it.
Okay.
You can kind of see it there. She's swinging in the back.
Oh wow,
nice. That's awesome.
Made it all kind of cartoony. I'm not done with it yet, but that's just pencil right now. So I gotta.
That looks great.
I gotta work on it. Thanks. And
I can't see anything.
So different.
And you wear glasses.
I know. I'm like, God damn it. I had it on full screen and everything.
It's all right, Matt Murdock.
Oh,
he's Mike
Murdock. You see, he's going to be at Terrificon.
I did. Someone should bring him coffee. But no. I mean, Tim, thank you again for coming on last minute. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, anytime. You know, if I can plan it, if I know, I don't mean plan it like that we live on. Oh, God, it never ends. So,
you should write a comic strip. I mean,
if I know ahead of time, I guess that's what I mean. If I know ahead of time, I'll definitely come on for longer. But I'm usually off the grids Monday, Tuesdays, and so I have deadlines Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's all good, buddy. We appreciate having you on, and if we don't see you at other cons earlier, we look forward for you stopping by Terrificon. You know, that's definitely going to be a nice group.
Definitely. Oh, can I tell you something real quick? Where I'm going to be?
Go for it.
This year?
Yeah. Sell yourself.
I'm going to be at C2E2.
I'll see you there.
Chicago.
Justin, this is you.
First time. And I'm flying there, thank God. And because it's too far to walk. And maybe cross country ski if there's snow. But other than that, no. So I'm really excited. My brother lives in Chicago, so I could stay with him, and I'll be with the National Cartoonist Society there. So that's really exciting. Some other people that are associated with that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So
Justin, stop by.
Outstanding. I'll see you. That is going to be, I want to say, on the 24th through the 26th of April.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
You live in Chicago?
I do. Yep. I'm right outside the city. So I will be there.
Yeah.
So if things don't work out with your brother, just go over to Justin's house.
Just go hang out with the Coopers.
I'm getting in on the Wednesday night. Like I said, I'll be staying with my brother. He's like 5 blocks from the place.
Oh, wow. Right near McCormick then, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, McCormick is like the biggest venue I've ever been in. Like, I think there's one in Vegas that's bigger, but man, it is huge.
I'm really looking forward. So I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going home on Monday. And so definitely we'll get together. Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know where the booth is going to be, but
I'll find you.
Oh, he'll find you.
I live in Artist Alley, man.
Hopefully I'll find it, you know.
Yeah, man. Well, that's awesome. And now that you have a friend there, you're like, oh, hey, look, I know someone. You're not alone.
Yeah. Yeah. So if me and my brother get in a fight, then I'll stay with you.
There you go.
You know.
The best place in Chicago besides where pizza is.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. I will see you all soon.
Good luck.
All right.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Have fun.
You too.
Yep.
How do you do that? I'm constipated. Hold on. All right. Bye.
Oh, you still? Oh,
is he gone? Now we can speak ill of him.
Let me know if you can hear this.
Are you playing the?
I can't decide what to order. My usual.
Well, what's your usual?
Usually I can't decide.
I just decided it's break time. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was great. And it's always nice to have Justin on. He has that standing invasion. He just wants to come on the show, be like, and here's Justin.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry, I read the tea leaves wrong.
It's okay. Listen, Master Splinter, it's okay. So it's all good.
We always love having you here.
Yeah, it's never like, oh God, Justin.
You bring a smile to my face, Justin.
Well, I can't wait because I have news too. So when you guys hit your comic news, I got news of my own.
Oh, well, correct me if
pictures for your news.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Leo. We don't have any variants, so there's no need to do variant watch. Do you want to just do the thing?
Yeah, but before we do that, I just want to show, like,
I've no.
I saw that.
I was robbed.
Someone took all your Atari boxes.
The gold Yoda's gone. Everything's missing. It's happening.
Oh my God! I have
gone.
So I'm moving, and that's why everything's disappearing. But I have to tell you that as I'm packing, I have so many friggin' baby Yodas that I'm using them for packing material.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
What?
god.
I have like 2 within arm's reach, so I'm just like,
My God, my man. I can't.
If you guys could see my closet, that's where all my shit is because I don't want it to be
Oh my
smoke damaged, and
Carrie.
I can't afford frames and glass cases for everything. So I'm waiting until I move into my next place to put everything up. But I'm so jelly of looking at you guys and having all your stuff, and I can't wait until I can do that.
Carrie, what? Tell them that horror story I told you this morning when we were chatting. Remember the coming over to clean?
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, somebody's supposed to be coming over to my house, my last SO. We're still friends and stuff, but to pick up some stuff, and he was going to carry out all my boxes and like the heavy stuff or whatever. He does that every time he comes over, and he couldn't make it. So I'm talking to Drew because I talk to Drew every day. By the way, guys, we just chat all the time because he gets bored and I'm awake. So
Excuse me, I'm not going to apologize for wanting to have some conversation while I'm driving to work and hating it. So,
I get
I'm not going to
notifications in my
apologize.
Gmail for his ride to work. It's a fun thing because I'm
Right.
his oracle.
So,
But
yes.
he's just like, if I come over to your house, I'd be like cleaning everything. I'd be organizing your skulls for you and size, like size ratios and all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god. And he would is the thing. You guys all know Drew, and that is like, he's gonna be like sitting there. I'll wake up from taking a nap, and he's gonna be in the bathroom with a toothbrush or something. And it's like, oh, go look at all of your collectibles. They're sitting in order of which is the most morbid to least, and get the skulls in the right size and.
Wait, can I? Because I feel like this, if I say it, I was like, so I'm talking about like Mrs. Doubtfire and her like, oh, hello there, dear. So I've reorganized all of your books from classical horror to nothing. And okay there, dear, it's so good to see you. Let's let a little light here so your skin can start dissolving away, you vampire. The usual. But the thing I came up with was imagining I was coming over to clean, and I've got like headband and wristbands on and shorts, and she's looking at me. Yeah, and no, it wasn't even that. Which I was like, "Are you like that fitness guy, the one with the And it was like, "Are you talking about Richard Simmons? Like, are you expecting me like, oh my god, I'm so happy to clean. Let's go, banana fana fofana da donana cleaning up. Carrie's home fana." And Carrie's like,
shake them buns, girls.
Exactly. Let's work it and clean it and clean it. Fix that spot. Oh my god, what you got? Let's do it. Carrie's like, I don't know how you're so awake at the time you are, but listening to you gives me energy, but it also exhausts me a little bit more than my medication does. And I thank you, but I seriously would say if it wasn't, you could get some help, but I don't know how much it would do for you. And I was like, Carrie, that's the nicest and slightly condescending thing you've said to me before 8 a.m. Thank you. So, friendship.
The best thing about having a conversation with Drew is he fills in your half about 30% of the time. So you can just sit there and listen while he's like, and you're saying to yourself, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, exactly, Harry. And it's just like, this is so easy to do. And he talks in bullet points.
I'm very low grade friendship. It's just
So I just have to ask, if it's Richard Simmons,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Richard Simmons, but it's Spawn.
Oh no! I was gonna say, if it's Richard Simmons, horror related, would it be instead of dancing to the oldies, dancing to the screams?
I like it. I like it. No.
No, Justin.
Instead of Al Simmons, it's Richard Simmons, and it's Spawn, and he's got that little fro to him, and instead of having
oh my god,
he's wearing the unitard. He's just wiggling his hips, and the violator's coming up, and he's like, "I'm just not going anywhere near this guy."
Yeah.
Well, and then we go to Gene Simmons, and the tongue.
Working out. That gives a new meaning to Detroit Rock City, if you know what I mean. So
I know exactly what you mean.
thank you.
Detroit.
But so I thought it was an entertaining story to share. But what we got was hilarity from Justin, confusion from Jeremy, and shitty jokes from Leo. So can we move on to the news, please?
Awarding
No.
points for that last round. Carrie and Drew get 20 points. Leo gets half a point, and for abstaining, Jar Jar gets 30 points.
Yay.
30 points for Gryffindor.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains plot under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News, your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's comic news.
Oh my god, I love that!
I don't know.
That was so good.
Okay. So hold on. Now that you've heard that one, give this one a try.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains plot under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News, your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's comic news.
I like the first one.
Second.
Like the first one.
I'm sorry, that was so funny that I can't help but just look at you both and saying, I love you all. You guys just do these things on the sly, and I'm like, these sons of bitches. This is
We
why
love you, Drew.
I would say this, I was like, you know what? I would have said this is why Carrie is my favorite, but then she gave them an idea. So I was like, you know what? Carrie, you're out. Justin, you're back in.
Woohoo!
Hey, Drew, you're gonna tell yourself off, all right? Just
Hey, I don't gotta listen to you, okay? You're a clone. And if I've learned anything from Spider-Man, is that clones will only cause you trouble later in life.
see, you made Hinata leave.
Or really fuck up
like-
the story.
That's true. So with that mean, since we figured out which intro we're going to use, and again, I'd like to reiterate, you're all awful, and I hate and love you.
Use the second one.
And now Carrie's back in. All right.
What's this?
All right.
Oh.
So starting off with Drew's news, we have got Jamie McKelvey's One for Sorrow. This is coming from, and if anybody knows, is it Distillery? Only it's just all capital letters down there. You can see the D. Okay. June 2024 is, they haven't set the exact date yet for the release, but Jamie McKelvey is writing and drawing and doing everything for this series. It's an awesome kind of dark comic that we have coming up. Something is stalking the seedy underworld of London in 1900, leaving a gruesome trail of bodies in its wake with no obvious connections. People latch onto rumors of a menacing being, demon, phantom, angel of death. It cannot be stopped. The murders always have a black and white feather left behind, hence the killer is dubbed the Magpie. Russian medium for the upper crust, Madame Hendrikov, East End bartender Bess Turner, who is caught up in some gang activity, and famous consulting detective Ignatius Thorne are brought together to try and find answers in this haunting thriller. And in a quote from Jamie McKelvey, he said he described the series as an opportunity to not only explore themes of darkness and redemption, but also to challenge myself artistically as the sole creator on this project. And there's some examples of the different characters he's created. It looks gorgeous, and it sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to this one, guys. So get ready when they do announce it, June 2024. Contact your LCS because this is going to be beautiful. And both of those covers are McKelvey as well. So
correct me if I'm wrong, but Distillery, isn't that James Tunyon's the Fourth's company that he's just unveiled?
He unveiled he's doing Tiny Onion, but they are using Distillery as one of the printers, and he's part of it, yes. But it's not his. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff from him too. So
well, yeah, And on top of Carrie, I just want to note that this is also important because this is his first creator-owned project since The Wicked and Divine, which, as we know, he co-created with Kieran Gillen, who's doing great work on X-Men right now. And it's also his first solo work in over a decade. And Distillery described it as John Wick fired through the lens of Guillermo del Toro, the project. So, I mean, that's two great frame of references. And then all the covers look stunning. But Jay McKelvey, who I've met, he just does beautiful work. So I'm not surprised.
Are these
Yeah,
wraparound covers?
I
Most
believe
or is
so.
They
this
do
crop?
larger covers, I know, at Distillery. Don't they do like more of the
They do the big format, like the
Black
DC
Label?
Black series. Yeah, Black
Yeah.
Label.
Well,
Which is
Yeah,
awesome.
either way, it looks fantastic. Like I can see Carrie having one of those as a poster.
Oh
More
yeah,
the second one.
and
Gives me
I,
vibes of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm all
That
about
keeps
prose
coming up.
and
I think there's a sign in there. League of
Hmm.
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
We'll
keep
get to
talking
it.
about it.
We'll get
yeah,
there.
I'm all about the corvids and stuff, and so having a magpie involved in all the different, one for sorrow. There's so many different rhymes for that, but having the Plague Doctor-esque sort of crow or magpie thing going on. It just 1900 London. This is all me. It's like Jamie McKelvey was like, Carrie needs to read something new. I've got her. She just learned about Distillery. Got that bitch ready to go. So, yeah, I'm super excited, and I hope you guys get a chance to check it out too.
And how cool would it be if they did a corresponding alcohol deal? It'd be like, oh, since we're Distillery, check out this One for Sorrow gin.
Oh, that would be very cool.
It comes in a black crow skull with, notes of juniper. We're like, sign my ass up.
Well, because London 1900s gin, absolutely yes.
That's why I went there. Yeah.
Yeah. You are so on with that. I would buy that. I would totally buy that.
I know all of you are way too young to get this joke, but I was going to say magpies. Isn't that the cartoon that came before Mighty Mouse?
Wow.
Hey Leo. Again, if you do this one more time, I'm going to get a scientist to carbon date you.
I got to go with an old reference from 1986. Old reference, lost on younger viewers. You are correct.
You know how Mighty Mouse got his powers, right?
From the
next news story.
Oh, no. Interesting tidbit of fact. If you see a single magpie, you are supposed to salute the magpie or ask him how his wife is. So, because it's 1 for sorrow and then 2 for joy. So you never want to have a lone magpie. So if you're in Great Britain, apparently if you see a lone magpie, you're supposed to salute or, hey, Mr. Magpie, how is your wife? So that you don't get the sorrow brought down upon you.
Oh, that's probably why there was always 2 of them in the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess just one of those weird things that I know because that's what I do.
Quite clever.
Yes.
Indeed. All right, what's next?
Jar Jar.
Wow.
You're right.
Yeah, this goes on forever. So, all right, be ready for this.
Let's do it.
Spawn creator Todd McFarlane has revealed plans for a wave of fresh series to expand the universe of the long-standing franchise overseen by Image Comics. This expansion, dubbed the New You, stems from Spawn number 350. Each issue will be priced at either $2.99 or $3.99, aligning with the typical rates for Spawn single-issue comics. The inaugural series, which was the first picture you showed, titled Sam and Twitch Case Files, will revolve around the titular New York detectives first introduced in Spawn number 1. As they tackle murder cases in a noir-inspired setting. These episodic narratives, co-written by McFarlane and John Goff, with art by Simon Kudransky.
It's Simon Kudransky, but either way, I know it's odd spelling.
Yes, will echo the tone of R-rated true crime dramas. The debut issue is set for release on March 27th, 2024, featuring cover options by Kevin Keane and McFarlane, priced at $2.99.
Okay.
All right. Next, in Rat City, penned by Erica Schultz and illustrated by Zay Carlos, the story unfolds in a futuristic setting following ex-soldier Peter Karn, which we covered a few months ago. Now equipped with the prosthetic legs containing nanites influenced by Al Simmons' transformation into a Hellspawn, the first extended issue is slated for April 10th, with Carlos providing the cover art and a price of $3.99. Monolith, a 3-part miniseries by Sean Lewis and Valerio Giordano. That's a tough one. Delves into the origin of the imposing Red Hellspawn. Its inaugural issue featuring Giordano's cover art will hit shelves on May 15th, priced at $2.99. McFarlane intends to introduce several more miniseries and ongoing titles throughout 2024. Among these are Misery, Medieval Spawn, Spawn Kills Every Spawn, all slated for June and July. August will witness the release of Violator, a 6-part miniseries focusing on the character alongside Knights versus Samurai, written by David Dasmachian. September will introduce... Yes.
And
September
he will
will introduce...
be at Trificon. Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Oh,
we'll
nice.
introduce Deadly Tales as a new ongoing series, followed by No Home here in October, boasting an expanded page count and bi-monthly release schedule. Additionally, 4 more series are in development: Focus Spawn, Dark Ages, She Spawn, Bloodletter, and Spawn 77. So if you're into Spawn...
Wow.
This is the time. Leo, were there more images?
No.
I only.
Oh, really?
I was going. I'm sorry. I was going through the articles, and the one that was listed only gave me those images. So.
Okay, so that's all Sam and Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
I know Simon Kudransky's artwork.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there'd been more artwork released. I was busy looking up Rob Liefeld stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, Carrie.
But
I'm sorry how wordy that was.
No, it's all good.
No,
listen,
I didn't have the pictures to back it up, Jar Jar. I just
no, it's fine.
Access to as far as released artwork. So
that's
nowhere did he mention Richard Simmons. So guys, I'm out.
Just real quick, you mentioned lower prices. I know this is not on the roster, and I just found it. So just real quick, Marvel's going to have a must-have collection.
Yeah,
be a new lower price. So looks like $3.99 an issue.
Yeah, I heard.
Are they shortening the issue length or something? What's going on?
Looks like there's going to be Spidey and his amazing friends to attract young readers. I don't know if the whole line's going to be for younger readers, but
yeah. And Jar, this is just an attempt. They know their audience is still declining no matter what. So this is their attempt to try to hook new readers by pre-existing successful books. So that's one of them. I think Spidey Deadpool by Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness was one of the books that they wanted to do as well. I mean, it's a great book, but this is them realizing, our audiences are still declining no matter what. So let's try to get them in and make things reasonable. It's like, yeah, stick to $2.99. You'll get a couple more people back because comics are expensive.
Yeah, $4.99. I was just looking at my Daredevil books. I was like, geez, yeah, that costs more than the Dark Horse, than Image, than DC, all of them, with the exception of Black Label.
Yes, but I will say, Jar, as a Spawn fan, it's great to have Sam and Twitch back. I love that series. Brian Michael Bendis wrote for it a bit back in the day. That was one of his longer series before he was Mr. Ultimate Spider-Man. Rat City looks fantastic. I was reading an article that Eric Schultz was talking about the work that Zach Carlos is doing and how Peter Cairns' spawnness is affected by Al Simmons' actions in the present since it's in the future. I did not know about all of those. And wow, that's a lot. So I guess we can just kind of pick and choose which Spawn we want to go for.
Yeah, I was going to say, even at that price, $2.99 or $3.99, that's still a lot of freaking books.
Hopefully they don't all intersect, so you don't have to lay down and have the like the book. It's like for us comicers, it's like when people in police shows put up the boards and they have the like yarn leading from one thing to another. But the comic books, you got to be like, okay, this one's over here, and when I get done with this one, I got to move to this stack to read these three, then this one, then go back over
Well,
there, and here over here,
well,
and then I got to go buy that other one. Damn it.
well, I think also Carrie is that he's doing this because he's seen the success. I mean, Spawn just crossed
Oh, it's
350
gonna,
and
yeah.
still staying
Oh,
strong. Gunslinger Spawn is still going well. King Spawn, I think Scorched is one of the Spawn titles. Like, they've been doing really well with the new direction and with the other series. So you know how it is with comics. They're like Hollywood. Oh, it's doing great. We're gonna then do all of them.
and hopefully
Exactly.
it continues to be great. I mean, if I don't feel bad for spending money or going out if it's
Poor
something where I'm
horse.
like, wow, okay, maybe I had to read like all these different things, but it's so well put together that I'm just like, hell yeah. I'm
Yeah,
glad I got to read all these different things.
but at the same time, Carrie, as an older fan, sometimes less crossovers mean that the ones that are there are a bit more meaningful. Like I remember when I was originally a Spawn fan, they had one or two crossover series, and they'd reference those series. It was like, oh, whoa, what the heck happened there? And when you got them, okay, cool, then it makes some sense. But if it's not really integral, that's like how, personally speaking, I feel Marvel and DC are just going too much with these cross-ins.
Yeah, like everything's a Carnage or a Venom event in Marvel, lately, and then like DC has another crisis after another crisis after a Metal event. And I didn't even read not Final Crisis, but what was the most recent one?
Infinite Crisis, I think.
No,
it's the other one.
Dark Crisis.
Yeah, I didn't even read Dark Crisis. I'm like, you know what? You guys had me messed up buying every title for Death Metal, and I'm like, I was a fool. So
no, not all of not all of Dark Metal. I didn't ever read it.
I love some of the
Captain
Batman
Carrot
that came out.
was amazing, but like, there's a lot of it. Like, I honestly wish I didn't spend $7.99 on the Speedster book, which was absolute garbo. You
got that awesome cover though.
So back to the smaller universe, though, real quick with Spawn though, because it's not like the whole Marvel universe or something. Spawn has maybe I'm wrong, but a smaller bit of universe to itself. So it's not so much like you even have to have crossovers, but just if something happens, it needs to be acknowledged. If it's important that like somebody died, then it's recognized throughout that somebody, how it affects the characters in the different spin-off worlds, or if something major happens.
No, I agree with that.
Not necessarily happy to do that, but yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry, Dustin. I mean, that sounds
fine.
Nuts.
So,
some of those big Marvel ones are just like,
yeah, it's a lot. But
I
listen,
like the original images when the characters would all kind of cross. Like you'd have Chapel from Youngblood. He was the guy that killed Al Simmons, and he hooks up to John Lynch with Wildcats and Gen 13. Like that was great.
Yeah, it was all good. So I mean, listen, they're building. They're doing really well. They want to build their universe. I just hope that they don't burn themselves out. No pun intended, because that would be hell. Okay, next, please.
Yep. Hold on. Where's the button?
Right here.
Yes.
Drew!
All right. So I know this isn't technically, a comic book thing, but considering how fucking cool this is, and there also wasn't a lot of DC, we take what we can get. So DC has given us our first official look at a new animated film they're working on, Batman Azteca Choque de Imperios, which translates to the Clash of Empires. So, so this essentially is a new version of Batman who is not Bruce Wayne. So this one has a literal bat headpiece, glowing yellow eyes. The original take on the character is going to be ingrained in Mexican culture with an alternative take on the Spanish conquest. So this is going to be made in Mexico. This is a story. It's overseen by DC and Warner Brothers, but Batman Azteca was made in Mexico with the help of the companies Anima and Chatron. So you have culturally authentic costumes and weapons. History is at the forefront of Batman's mission here, which is kind of similar to what they did with Batman Ninja. So this is kind of a new look there. So you have Batman, you have presumably the Joker. That's most likely, obviously, Two-Face.
Two-Face, yeah.
This is just another in a long line of characters that we've seen other incarnations take on the Batman persona. So, Terry McGinnis, Dick Grayson, Tim Fox, John Paul Valley, aka, Batman Beyond, Nightwing, aka Batman, Batwing, Azrael. And then also, this is another of the Batman Elseworlds. As we've seen, a lot of our DC's been leaning very hard on Elseworlds over the last couple of years. We had Gotham by Gaslight, Gotham Knight, Batman Ninja, the Doom that comes to Gotham. There's been a lot of fresh takes. So those are for older fans like us and also newer fans. So this looks pretty freaking cool. That doesn't have a release date yet. It's going to stream on Max, and most likely it'll debut probably by the end of this year. So, I know that we are currently mid Crisis on Infinite Earths, which part 1, I believe, released recently, and I know part 2 is
coming out soon.
Yeah, so they're probably
the animation on that.
They're probably going to want to get this out before James Gunn starts his new DC universe next year, which we've already seen a nice teaser of his Superman, and I know enough Superman fans that are pretty hyped about it. It does look pretty cool, and James Gunn has always won my admiration and respect and patience. So, yeah. Oh, one more thing. This film will be directed by Juan Meza-Leon, and keep an eye out for it, because I'm going to assume that trailer is going to look pretty fucking boss. So, Batman Azteca. So, what do you guys think?
Did you guys watch Batman Ninja?
I did.
I didn't get a chance.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay. I figured you'd say
that.
I'm channeling my inner Brandon, but
that's the one that came out fairly recently, right? Within like the last year and a half.
The giant mech that was made up of monkeys. So literally, like, the monkeys all got together like Voltron and made a giant mech that the Joker was driving.
Oh, no. Which is the one that was like 70s with like Kung Fu?
Oh no, that was Way of the Dragon. That was awesome.
Yeah, that one I loved. Ninja I didn't like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. I kind of. All right. That makes more sense, guys. I don't know if you saw Batman Ninja in terms of like an Elseworld and all that. It's god awful. I like so much stuff that's Batman, and there's so much stuff that gets a pass and all that, but it's like
that he has no pass.
Besides the designs, some of which are cool and some of which are horrid, the story was gonzo all over the place, and nothing was really good about it. So this looks like a refreshing breeze in comparison to that, but I would not think comparing this to Batman Ninja would be a good thing.
Okay. I haven't been enjoying the animation for a little while at DC. The Catwoman was pretty god awful.
The Catwoman, the anime one was horrendous.
Guys, years ago now, man. We're trying to be positive here. Remember?
But
why?
I don't know, because
I liked Crisis. I liked the Super Sons. I thought
I didn't like Crisis.
Oh, Super Sons was really good.
I loved Super Sons. I loved Super Sons. I thought Super Sons. I haven't watched Crisis yet. I did see the scene where Batman meets Robin and Huntress, and I'm still really on the fence about Jensen Ackles as Batman. With all due respect, I love Jensen. Big fan of Supernatural. I loved him as Red Hood, and Under the Red Hood, he nailed that.
Yes.
But Leo knows this, because when we watched Long Halloween and then compared it to the comic, I was really not a fan of the animated movie, because I really loved that story and I did not like the changes.
It's my favorite Batman story, and I like the animation in that one.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
But I get you, Jar. I mean, we didn't really care for the Injustice one, though. Like the weird black markers,
Yep.
I loved. Was it Anson Mount as Batman? Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Jar Jar, give Soul of the Dragon a try. That's
Soul of the Dragon.
Yeah, that might get you back into gear.
It's like watching Bullet, or it's like watching. I don't want to say French Connection because it's not like that, but maybe like Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee movies, things like that. It was pretty cool.
I would add that to my list too. So
yeah, one character is even dressed like Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne, I think. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's available on Max if you're streaming that. Your local library may have it.
Fair enough. All right, so
I've got to say, if you pull up the last picture that has all three of them on there from that, I did these pictures and I was up late last night doing them. I had no idea until you guys pointed it out that that's Joker and Two-Face.
Really?
I just thought it was really gorgeous artwork and really cool characters that were new things in the universe. It didn't even occur to me that they would be making remakes of other characters in a new universe. I thought it was just a new whole thing and they were going to be characters of their own. I mean, I can see
Batman
it totally now,
Joker?
but at the same time, well, I thought it was, the Aztecan thing, it was going to be different, but I totally see it now. I mean, it's glaringly obvious, but I was just like looking forward to finding out who these new characters were. So
just like Hollywood, there's no new stuff in comics.
Yeah,
it's all been done.
Even Shakespeare ripped off plays, right?
For real.
Yeah. But all right, so what's next, Mr. Pond, sir?
Yeah. So gonna totally piss off Carrie here.
All right. This is also covered by me. So
oh my god. Oh, and wait till you find out what I just looked up about it as well.
All right.
Okay, so Rob Life. This is my story. You took the Batman. Let me get this one.
I'm sorry, Pond Sensei.
Okay, so Rob Liefeld has a brand new series out. And guess what? It's not for Image. It's not for Marvel. It's not for DC. He's gone self-published, and he's released a new book called Last Blood, and it features some of his best characters. So he's doing this all on his own, stepping away from the big comic publishers to keep it totally his. But with characters like Prophet, Bloodstrike, and Brigade showing up, it's like a reunion of his greatest hits. And even though it's not tied to Image Comics with Deadpool and everything, it's Liefeld through and through. So Last Blood is going to be a 4-issue series reviving the major characters into this massive crossover event. And here's the kicker. It's only available through his What's Not live streams.
Is that Bloodstone? Wow.
How come we only see him from the knees up?
Oh my god! I'm so glad I didn't have my mouth full of wine right now.
Well, I think that's going to be issue 2. Is he's doing a this is totally made up, but I was going to say he was going to do a special story written by Tarantino. It's going to be all feet.
So this picture, do you know the deal with why I put this one up?
Because it's the same thing with just different colors.
It's because he announced that he was also releasing a manga version of it when it started selling, but rather than it reading backwards and being artwork actually like a manga would be, he just made it so that if all of the work is done in red, white, and black only as the colors, that equates it being a manga.
Oh,
I like the art style.
So it's the exact same pencils, just colored differently equals different comic books. So you can add 6 different covers for that one.
Oh,
weird.
Well, so if you did not get a chance to buy it through his Whatnot live stream, which I think there was only like 9,400 sales, you can buy it on eBay. Prices going from $59 to $1,000
Fuck off.
for the first issue.
Fuck
Guys,
off.
Liefeld fans are a rambunctious and devoted crew. They really are. Like I've seen him in person. I thought he was a great guy with his fans. If you're not a fan of his, he will offer you a swift rebuttal. Let me just
Ooh, you can get the Rob Liefeld Last Blood #1 limited edition manga white edition. So it's going to be just a blank cover, so you can have your favorite artist draw on it. $100 or best offer.
Oh, Tim Jones, definitely.
Are you
Easily.
sure it's not just one of the 4 different white covers that comes?
Yeah,
out?
but this
It
one
just has it written.
Harry, this one has only 2 drops of blood.
Okay. There's also on the back of the splatter covers, since they have one that goes the blood splash this way and the other one is the exact same blood splash reversed. On the back there is a splash, and yes, on the red one, since the white splashes over it, there's a little tiny splash of white with a couple of drops near it at the top of the back of the cover. And nobody told him that was a bad idea. But yeah. Oh, thank you for pulling these up. Yeah, I looked. According to what I could find on different comic book sites, there were 14 different covers that have been released so far. And he's also planning on releasing special edition covers for any comic book store that he does decide to deal with. And so, but everything you have to buy directly through him and be
What
following
was he
his
selling them
page.
for on his Whatnot?
I
just want to see what the
$infinity
difference.
billion.
Yeah,
I
I
think this brings back the
$15.
speculators market of the 90s, trying to do stuff like this to increase that sort of scarcity. I don't
that's
think
what I
it's
don't like
great
about
for the
Whatnot.
market.
No, they do it
Well,
a
and
lot with different creators too, and like it just.
If you'll
they'll
pay
be
it,
like,
fine,
"There's-"
but secondary market on this is gonna suck.
Oh hell yeah, nobody's gonna pick it up.
A lot of the covers I couldn't find just a picture of. He'd like have his coffee table with a bunch of books kind of laying around, splayed out on it, but it didn't look really good, you know. So I grabbed you guys the covers that most of them from that point on. I think you can figure out like, oh, there's going to be a black version of this with that font and the splatter in the color. So
Harry, it's okay. Rob Liefeld can't hurt you anymore. You can let go.
I spent an hour or so and a half doing that that one story.
Well, you'll be happy to
hard.
know, out of all the listings on eBay, it looks like there are no bids.
Wow.
Let me see.
And the internet has given you a middle finger.
I don't wish the man ill at all, but if you look at the difference between
he
what
already
Todd
made his
McFarlane
money.
is doing versus what Liefeld's doing right now, there's a complete difference. One of them is releasing a massive amount of titles at $2.99 to try to get people into comics. The other is going a completely different way.
Yes.
I love Rob's art, like his early stuff especially, but I was never a fan of Brigade or Bloodstone or any of that stuff.
Or Bloodstrike.
Was it Bloodstrike? Well, Bloodstone was one of the characters.
Bloodstrike, Bloodstone, Blood Wolf, Blood Brigade, Blood.
Diet Blood. You know, it's
Baleblade blood,
old blood,
Beyblade blood,
baby blood, dripping blood,
Buddha blood. You my blood.
So I apologize. There are some sales. Looks like still.
Leo. Hold on.
Leo, if you never said anything, we wouldn't have corrected you.
Yeah, Leo. This is. Hold on. This is a Jurassic Park thing. Dotson, we've got Love Liefeld here. See, nobody cares.
No one cares.
So it looks like none have sold for that $1,000, but looks like going prices between 50 and like 150.
You know what? Listen, if somebody wants to spend $1,000, that's their choice. As an adult, I think that's rent.
Ooh, there's a brushed steel metal cover.
Leo, you keep saying these things. We don't care. We want to move on. Like
People
we
are
gave this
actually just
thing enough
making
time.
their own, ripping off the cover and sticking it on because they're like, "Who's he gonna tell?"
Ah,
He's
the
gonna be like,
Clayton
"Oh
Crane.
yeah, that was my special. I made it in my garage one night when I was drunk edition, and released that. Yeah, that was really cool."
Blah. Do
Oh,
not say blah
okay.
blah blah.
Okay,
It's
Carrie,
okay.
you're up.
Blah.
Yes. Okay. So originally we were going to have Michael Walsh on this evening, and he is part of this story, and so I did not put in very much about it because we were going to discuss it with him. But as some of you guys have known, because this one's been out for a little bit, Universal Monsters, um, it has a whole comic thing going on for it. I'm like, what? Yeah. Okay. So Skybound Entertainment and Image Comics have teamed up with Universal Products and Experiences, and they're bringing back a bunch of the Universal monsters. The first one we got is Dracula by James Tynion, and he's already got the first 4 issues out. It's a 4-issue series.
Yeah.
We also have coming out Ram V and Dan Waters doing in April doing Creature from the
Doing
Black
Black
Lagoon
Lagoon.
Lives,
Ooh.
Right.
and that will
Cool.
be coming out in April. And
Oh, wow.
then yeah, and then we have Michael Walsh is doing Frankenstein, and that will be I'm trying to I kind of scrolled around here
Oh,
where
there
he
we
put
go.
yeah,
Ooh.
there's the Frankenstein that he's doing, and
Mm-hmm.
he's writing and doing all of the artwork for it, but the coloring is going to be done by Tony Marie Griffin. So if you're looking through, they're going with the traditional styles for most of them, and we'll find out more from him because they haven't released very much information at all about the Frankenstein. But what James Tynion did with Dracula was to make Renfield more of a character. He took Harker's Point, where he went out and it was Renfield who first met Dracula, and gave him more of a voice in it, as well as changing a couple of things like Dr. I think it was Dr. Seward is the mother, or is the mother, is the father um of Lucy instead of being one of her suitors. And in the Creature from the Black Lagoon that they're doing, it's going to be featuring Gillen, but it takes place after the end of what we've gotten fed from Universal Studios.
Okay.
So we get to it takes the readers back to the mysterious Amazonian lagoon,
Mm-hmm.
and tells us what happens after that. So we get to meet new
Cool.
journalists, new characters involved, and find out what has happened after the stories that we already learned from the original movies.
Well, Carrie, from what I remember reading in the notes, isn't the kind of big twist is that we're going to learn the origins of Frankenstein monster's body parts, kind of where they were, or am I
That's
wrong?
all. That's all stuff I was leaving for Michael to talk about when we get him on, since it's his
Okay.
baby.
Oh yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
That's
So
what.
we
Yeah.
yeah we can bring this
Oh,
back.
okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
hope I didn't violate
no, no.
the Splash Pages
It'll,
NDA. My bad.
yeah, his will be
So
coming out on August 28th, so we have plenty of time for that. And the only thing they released so far, cover art wise, is the cover. James
It's
Tynion was the
beautiful.
first one approached, and he was. They asked him which character he wanted, and he immediately chose Dracula.
Nice.
So, and he went with a very Bela Lugosi feel for it. So,
Oh yeah, the
super
artwork's
excited
gorgeous.
to get all of these, and I want to see what they do after they release Dracula, Creature, Frankenstein. What's going to come next? Who are we going to get? Because they're grabbing some of the best horror authors in comics right now, or horror writers. Hands down. I love horror comics, but a lot of things that people consider horror to me are like, that's kind of disappointing. But these guys are the ones who grip you and grab you and just pull you in. I'm so
You know,
excited about this
No
series.
you know what?
touchy.
Who do you think is the next one, Carrie? I'd say it's either the Mummy or the Invisible Man.
I was thinking Invisible Man, yeah, or Wolfman.
Oh, the Wolfman. Yeah.
See, when I had to choose between writing, for a Universal submission thing when I was for a short story submission, I initially went with Bride of Dracula, and it turned Bride of Frankenstein, and it turned out that there were like hundreds of people entering her. So I went with the Invisible Man as my secondary because there's so many layers and ways that you can do things. You know, we had like the chemical thing. They had the more recent one with the like it's all electronic stuff that's set up in a weird suit kind of things. But yeah, and all of his motivations are fun as well. So that'll be one that I'll be interested in seeing who they choose for it. You know, Tom King might do a good job with that.
Oh, that'd be cool. And here's the best thing is what I want to see. We get all these monsters. Either we have a new version of the Monster Squad, or the next best thing, Abbott Costello. Boom.
And we need Joe Hill on Wolfman.
I hate that guy.
He's got nards.
You know,
Wolfman's got nards.
You know, the Invisible Man was scariest when played by Chevy Chase.
He was so horrible.
Carrie, just real quick, when you come up for Terrificon, you might want to come like a day early if it's open. I think you and Rash should check out. What's that?
I am coming in on Thursday.
Okay. Connecticut has the Witch's Dungeon, which has a lot of props from some of the horror movies. I believe there is a masked creature of the Black Lagoon, possibly. There's a bunch of stuff, but yeah, they have a bunch of Universal monster stuff there.
I am sending you a bill for gas, Leo.
Well, if Raz makes it up there, I might just make it be our Sunday thing and have him take me to the airport or something, and then, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah,
just Google Witch's Dungeon in Connecticut.
Okay, yeah, that sounds totally like something that we should both check out. And I scheduled the Southwest instead of Delta this time, so I can change my flights if I need to.
What's that? The Witch's Dungeon sounds like what Carrie would name a bar.
I think it sounds like a dominatrix den.
I'm stealing the bar name from Terry Pratchett with Beers, Biers.
Okay, fair enough. And I agree, Justin. It does sound like a dominatrix workplace.
So up next, Jar Jar.
Oh, goody. Farscape from Boom Studios and alongside the Jim Henson Company is honoring the enduring legacy of Moya's crew through a special 25th anniversary comic book release and comprehensive 2-volume book collection of Boom Studios' Farscape series. Accompanied by commemorative items in the Farscape 25th anniversary celebration Boom Direct Reserve campaign. Authored by show creator Rockne S. O'Banion, the Farscape comic books from Boom Studios served as an official continuation of the original show's narrative. Wow. The commemorative event celebrating the beloved crew of renegade space adventurers and their sentient ship follows the success of previous campaigns from the Dark Crystal 40th Anniversary Library and the complete Jim Henson's Labyrinth graphic novel collection. Fans can reserve their copies of Farscape Book 1 and Book 2 25th Anniversary editions in various formats, including softcover, hardcover, slipcase hardcover, signed slipcase hardcover, and hyper-limited character edition slipcases featuring iconic characters such as John Crichton, Aaron's son, Dominic Rigel, sorry if I get these names wrong, Ka D'Argo, Shiana, Dargo?
Yep.
Shiana, and Zoto Zahn. Each collected edition available through this campaign will feature exclusive cover art by the acclaimed illustrator Justine Florentino, known for works like Magic, The Gathering, and Firefly. Moreover, the campaign will showcase a special campaign exclusive cover for the forthcoming Farscape 25th Anniversary Special Edition number 1, illustrated by renowned artist Nimit Malavia, known for works like Fable, Firefly, and The Dark Tower. This special issue will feature new adventures set in the Farscape universe by notable creators including Sam Humphries, Francesco Martorino, Sarah Gailey, and Zach Thompson. Marking the first new Farscape stories published in over a decade, Also included is a campaign exclusive cover for Farscape #1 Archive Edition, also illustrated by Malivia. Reprinting the very first Farscape comic published by Boom Studios. This is the Kickstarter runs through March 21st. I want to say, and runs until March. The campaign goes until March 21st. It's got a ton of surprises left to go, and as you can see, top secret reveals once they hit those markers.
That's nice. So $75 gets you the matching digital editions. 150 is the upgraded hardcovers and comic books. 250 is 2 metal bookmarks added to all physical orders. 400 free patch for all orders, $75 or more. Oh, are these? This is not the orders. This is if they.
No, yeah, this is what they hit.
These are the stretch goals.
Oh, so that's not $75. It's 75,000.
Yeah.
They're at 466,317 right now. So they've opened up as far as beyond getting digital and stuff. The top one is the coin that they got that is being released, and the bottom one is the patch that everybody, all of those who order anything physical will be getting both that coin, both sides of it, and the patch. And then going on, they'll be they're going to be adding new stuff to the.
Were any of you guys Farscape watchers? I think
Very
Justin
much
was.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic.
I've interviewed Gigi Edgley a few times now.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
I've never watched an episode.
Oh, it's good, man. It's good. It's more it's more about aliens than it is about like humans and stuff, but you get kind of like the everyman perspective with John Crichton, and he's very much out of his element, and it's really cool. I love it. I love the show. I think it's so good.
All right.
How long is it for binge watching? Is it going to be one of those things where it takes me like a couple days or a month or?
Oh, dude, it's like 6-7 seasons, so it's it's going to take a little while. I know it was on Amazon. It's probably on Hulu too, but you can find it out there. It is sci-fi to its core, so I like it. And they did use the design for the Skeksis in one of the episodes in season 2. So from the Dark Crystal,
really?
and I'm such a Dark Crystal head, but one of the aliens was based off the Skeksis.
If you ever
I'm
want
wearing
to
a Dark Crystal shirt. Yeah.
You want to see a scary Skeksi? Watch Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I need to. Is there any other news, Leo?
Well, there's one last story for you, Drew, and I know Justin had something that he wanted to discuss as well, and I wanted to go over one last thing. So why don't we breeze through this?
Okay. So announced on February 27th was a project called the Epiphany Engine. It is a multiverse spanning story published by Advent Comics, spearheaded by industry veterans like Tony Cottrell and Joseph P. Odich, featuring an all African-American creative team. This project will bring together 33 indie comic publishers uniting their heroes and villains against a cosmic threat. So, yes, characters from across 33 different publishers. So the Epiphany Engine apparently will need all those heroes, as the characters, which include characters like Ace Blade, Midnight Tiger, and Asuna, the Were-Spider, are going to go toe-to-toe with the mysterious Absalom, which is a vicious being with godlike abilities and reality-shaping intent. Some of the names attached to the project are Brandon Thomas, who did Hardware Season 1, Rodney Barnes, who I very much know as the writer for Philadelphia, Colleen Douglas, who did Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. They're all over that press release, which is promising 70 different creators for the project.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So they said that they've never attempted something on this scale with the African-American comic book community. This is a once in a lifetime crossover, and everybody's super pumped. So now it will be crowdfunded on Kickstarter. and it's going to have a huge heap of original artwork, variants, box sets on Juneteenth. Is when it's going to get started. So you got images there. You got Absalom, a couple of the heroes. There's a cover by Stanley Weaver Jr., LeBeau Underwood, and Chris Sotomayor, and the full list of the publishers. Yeah, so this is happening, and this sounds really fucking cool. That's all I'm saying. And I love.
Sounds tough to do. Like,
yeah, but
God
I
damn.
have faith. Like, I think this is super cool. Totally out of left field. But sometimes we need that shakeup, because sometimes you have to remember that a lot of the great comics considered in our comic book history were when people took chances. So
the artwork is amazing.
Yeah, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Shut up.
This is friggin' insane.
I was wondering if you're going to add in like Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer or something like that. Like, wouldn't that be
that is such a fucking good idea, though.
Yeah,
that's fun.
And I mean, listen, if Abe Lincoln can be a vampire hunter, which I prefer over any sort of zombie killer any day. Carrie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like, it's funny you mentioned that, because I was trying to pitch Philadelphia to Leo, and I made the assumption that Leo watches horror movies, and that was very dumb. So.
Speaking of Philadelphia, there's a chance that we might be able to speak to somebody who's coming up on Horror Hound. And Drew?
Oh yeah, we might. Oh yeah, so one of our wonderful people in our network might be getting is getting passes to Horror Hound, which is a convention in the Midwest.
Okay, yeah, he's
cool.
like half an hour away from it in Dayton. So
yeah. And some really big people in the horror comic book community might be there, so that might be really good for future guests. Oh my god, yay!
Yeah, so if you're going to be a Horror Hound, look for the Darkening and the Owlite Network, because we will have people there representing, and you can say hi, and you get business cards, and you can come join us, and you can like start following us, and we'll follow you too, and we will learn things.
Yes,
horror and comics.
Yes, we call that move the carry, because that's how she's here. So,
I'm here because I have stalking skills.
Cool, and I believe Justin had some news.
Yeah, what do you got there, Justin?
My news. It's really kind of an exciting thing. As we speak, we are 24 hours away from the release of The Last Ronin Evolution 2. So
are you serious?
Sequel, we get the first issue is going to be coming out this Wednesday, right? So The Last Ronin, this is going to be a continuation, and it's starring all 4 new turtles, and it's going to kind of go from there. There's a power vacuum after the defeat of the Foot Clan and Oroku Hiroto. So what's happening? What's been happening? And if anybody else has read The Lost Years, which was that kind of interim of what happened with the last Ronin before he became the Ronin into what happened with the raising of the 4 new turtles, this is going to pick up after that. So it's going to be pretty cool.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Yo, that's really smart.
The Escorza brothers are doing the artwork again. So back from The Last Ronin, the same creative team. You've got Tom Waltz, Kevin Eastman doing the script and the story layout, and then you have Ben Bishop doing. I think he's doing past. Just vignettes of what was going on there. But for anyone who's interested in this, check it out. The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. It's going to be really, really big.
I'm sold.
Nice.
Last Ronin.
Freddie Williams just put out
his cover.
Yep. Yeah, it looks pretty dope. It's after the NES game.
It is.
Oh, nice.
Picture. I don't have pictures like you guys, but I'll show you this. So these are the 4 turtles. So that's what they're going to look like.
That looks awesome.
So in the back, you got Beefy Odin, and then you got Moya over there, and then you've got Yi, who is the one that is right there, and then you've got Uno and Yi. So all of their names are the number 1 in different languages, and it's all based on the story from Lost Years.
It's like Starbucks. It's all 20.
Yeah, venti.
no, Justin. Like I was saying before, Last Ronin was one of the best turtle story I've read in years. And I'm so glad that they're keep continuing it because that cliffhanger ending from the first book was just such a nice way to say, yeah, we could tell more. And I think all the fans were like, please tell more. And they're okay, we're going to tell more.
Indeed, I'm with you, and I'm excited, and if I can,
Oh, you're excited?
I'll download it and read it at midnight tonight.
Of course you will. And also if I can, Justin, because I posted about it because I'm trying to be better about sharing my friends' successes. Again, everybody, Justin at last year's Granite State Comic-Con hosted. I don't know if it's his first panel, but it's his most recent panel. And he had some big guests there, and he just did a great fucking job. But we knew he would.
Channeling my inner Jar Jar. So.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping I'm next because I can't wait to host a panel because I feel that would be
time,
cool.
Drew. It's time.
Listen, if Mitch said, "Hey, we're doing a Ghostbusters panel," I'd be like, "Mitch, hi, I'm right here."
Chevy Nova.
Yeah.
Daredevil seems to be the theme of this year's Terrificon.
Well, he's got a lot of great people for it. I mean, he's already got Mark Waid, so come on, man.
If anybody knows how to get a hold of Daredevil koozies or coasters, let me know. Send me a message.
We have plans for Mr. Waid. Yeah, that's what we do.
Just real quick, it took me a second to pull this up, but I was able to find it. Check this out.
Yes, the Freddie Williams II cover.
Wow, those look amazing.
That's a $30 cover, though, guys.
Yeah,
it is worth.
That's before the aftermarket.
I'm going to say, do you already have it, Justin?
No, it comes out tomorrow. So,
what I hear is someone's pre-ordered it.
IDW's got some nice stuff they put out. They do a quality job from what I've seen. I
they do.
enjoy the stuff I get from.
I did pick up the cover book for The Last Ronin, which is now on sale on Amazon. It was like $17. It's a hardcover book with all the various covers, like the variants. And I take it to cons and open it up and have the artists actually sign on their page.
Oh, nice.
Because and they're so excited, it's so cool. I'm like, oh wow, cool. I got Joe Schmalke, I got Rich Woodall, I got Ben Bishop, I got Matthias Santaluco, Kevin Eastman, like all these guys. That's like your own little sketchbook.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, listen, that's awesome, and I am definitely looking out for all of that because that was great stuff. So thank you, Justin. All right.
Leo,
last item I'm just going to bring up because I was excited for this until I started reading it.
But Leo, you're excited about everything.
Wait.
So this came out today, Batman First Night.
Oh, right. Of course. Right. This.
Oh, Dan
I had to look for one Batman story for him.
Oh, no, Leo, it's not good?
Here's some good news for you, Leo. Klaus Janson will be at Terrificon.
I saw that, yeah.
No, he's cool. He's pretty chill.
I think that would be a dope interview. Huh, Drew? Huh?
Oh, Mike Perkins art. Wow.
Oh my God! Wait, it's Mike Perkins. Yo, that art.
Yeah, I love Mike Perkins art.
Yeah, the art is friggin' phenomenal. Just the story is a little slow. It's a
okay.
Was he reading it during the show?
Leo, what happened?
Was he reading it during the show?
You know what? I wondered about that. He did look distracted.
He did make T-shirts that one time, guys. Remember
Leo,
that?
Were you double dipping on the show?
No. I had about an hour to prep before the show, and I saw this came out, so I decided to read it real quick.
I mean, Leo, listen. Sometimes books just start off slow, and then after they get through all the setup and everything, then they really shine. So.
Yeah, it definitely tries to capture the feel of like Detective 27.
Okay.
It's.
I was wondering about the cowl.
Oh my God! I'm so glad you referenced that. That's one of my favorite Elseworlds. Detective 27, written by Michael Uslan, illustrated by Peter Schneisberg. Great stuff. That's a good Elseworld if you guys haven't covered it. Or is that not what you were talking about?
No. The original Detective 27.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I got the call.
No.
What do you think, Carrie?
I was saying Facebook keeps telling me that I should be friends with Dan Jurgens. So
Dan's
Be
pretty
friends
chill.
with them, damn it.
We love him. Great guy,
Come on,
creator, Booster Gold.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I am not. I'm not. I have 7 friends in common, so I don't think that's enough really to send out. But you know,
Oh, definitely enough.
He's a football guy, so if you're into football and all that, he's kind of like the guru amongst artists and creative types about football.
That's funny.
The football teams I like, other people don't. So,
Maybe he might be one of them, Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Dodson.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. That
Me
was
and Leo hung out with him just last summer.
Yeah, he Ben told me he passed out a con.
Oh, really?
Oh,
He was
God.
at a con.
Wow. God. That's crazy.
That's sad.
Yeah.
How do you wait, like at the hotel room?
I just know that it was at a con. I don't know if it was during hours or after hours.
It's probably after hours.
That could be.
I hope it was after hours.
Yeah.
Because that will traumatize somebody going up to meet him and it's like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
That's going to ruin your con weekend. I'm just going to say that.
Well, yeah.
He was a wicked nice guy, too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I've just seen all these glowing accounts of him, and a lot of people on like the circuit that we kind of hang out with. They're like, "Oh, I miss my brother" and all that. And I'm like, "Yeah, he seems like he was a great dude."
Yeah, and his stories were like the best. Like it was like sitting there listening to the guy in the middle of the bar just telling these like great stories. Just he will be missed.
You guys gonna go out and buy Salacious Crumbs action figures?
I already have some, damn it.
Yeah, I figured.
Of course he does. All right. So I think, is that everything, Leo?
That is everything.
Do you want to quote Star Wars? All right, kid, blow this thing. Let's go home.
Yep, we'll wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. So you know me, you know how to find me. Just head on over to thedorkening.com. You can learn more, but I do a couple other awesome shows. I'm sure Justin will tell you about one of them, but I'll tell you about the Dork Night, where it's 2 people that absolutely love Batman, and then Brandon joins us as well. So take a look for it on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts, and I'll kick it over to Justin.
Well, I mean, unless we're talking about Batman Ninja, in which there's 3 people who are just kind of wondering what the hell we just watched, which was very evident in the Catwoman The Hunted episode that we did. The other episode that we did, or the other show, I should say, that we do is called Comics Paradox, which is a journey through the multiverse of what ifs and Elseworlds, where we cover stories like Kingdom Come, or even in some cases the Millarverse, or Millerverse, I should say, where we're covering Superior. We did Nemesis, things like that. But Emerald Knight for the Batman, Speeding Bullets, or what if Wolverine had joined an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was one of my favorites, with Rob Liefeld art. I would say check that out if you're a fan of multiversal adventures. That's a fun one. You could find it, Comics Paradox, comics with an X. You can find it wherever fine podcasts are broadcast.
And if you want to laugh, definitely listen to the What If Jane Found Thor's Hammer.
Oh my God. That is,
it's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. She can't love me. I'm lame. Yes, you are.
You guys finally making it through the end of the One Bad Day was just fucking read so much of this. We have to end it.
We couldn't wait to be done. It was like 6 months of books.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh.
Jar Jar.
Hey, I'm going to throw my shout out to Connecticut GamerCon, because I'm going to be hosting the panels from April 6th to April 7th.
Yeah.
All right.
gonna be a fantastic time. Hopefully, I'm joined by some Dorkening members.
Yeah, you will. You will. We won't leave you hanging. Carrie.
Hey, everybody. You will find me and Red Tosker, the squirrel, and many other puppets over on the Owlite Network when I am not hanging out with these lovely gents. The Owlite Network is actually part of the Dorkening Network, and we are going to be sending Raz T. Slasher. Actually, he is now Dr. Raz T. Slasher, technically, legally, officially. To Horror Hound Weekend coming up later this month, and this Sunday we will be doing a show dedicated to that, so you know what to expect from the con, and hopefully we're trying to try to grab a couple of the organizers and some other guests for that. If you want to find me, look up Carrie Sanders on Facebook. If you see the picture of a crow, that is me. I write things, I do things, I talk about things. Most of the time you're going to hear from Jenny, who does everything over at the Owlite and handles my pages for me because I'm lazy. But yeah, head on over, read my stuff, buy my stuff, look at my stuff, find me with these guys, and follow the Dorkening and Owlite. We are so incredibly happy to have you as fans or friends, and we have fun entertaining you. So join us. Let's go over to the sad man, the quiet man, the tired man now.
God fucking.
No one knows what it's like to be Drew. He's blue. Behind the chupacabra eyes.
It's a capybara.
At Ghost.
Oh, capybara. My bad.
1984.
I have nothing to say to all of you. If you need to find me, Facebook, Instagram, everything. These Philistines, I'm done. Fuck all of you.
Philistine.
Epic.
Man, he's got some moves.
Wow.
Early internet, Leo.
Oh god, I have so much fun with you guys.
And that is the end of the show tonight.
Well, with that, we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Jackass.